God bless you guys. It's your brother and friend here, Evangelist Lopez, here with my friend Isaiah Sanchez. We're going to read a quick word. We're going to be reading Romans chapter 5, verse 3. And it says, "We can rejoice too when we run into problems and trials, for we know that they help us develop endurance." So, my question to you is, what do you have to say to any person that feels or think that they cannot rejoice in the Lord in a difficult season?
I listen to this verse and I say, like, it's true that we can rejoice because even in our difficult problems, we know that God is with us and that He sees us, and that even though if God doesn't give us those problems, we will never be the man or the woman that we have to be. There's situations in our life that come, and if it doesn't come, how are we gonna be able to grow? And if God gives us tests, and that's like a test for us, and like when He tests us, it's to see if we're capable of going to the next level.
We were talking about Paul because Paul, he says, in this verse, he just said it. He said we can rejoice in the Lord even when we go through a trial and tribulation. And one thing I learned in a season like this season that I've been going through has just been like it was just a roller coaster. And what I've gotten through this season was I've learned how to have fellowship with the Lord in the midst of my pain, in the midst of my suffering. And I tell people that when you're going through a hard season in life, and if you just decide to invite the Lord, see who Christ really is, and have an understanding of why He is the way maker, why He is the Prince of Peace, and why He is the truth, the way, and the light. And most of the times, it's hard to rejoice and give the glory and honor to God when we're going through a season, and it's because we're human. But like Paul said, we can rejoice in the Lord. But I always tell people, it's all about the experience. When God allows us to go through an experience, it's because there's purpose behind everything that we go through. Every season not only has purpose, but every season, good or bad, it draws us nearer to the Lord. In your suffering, you're not only going to be able to receive peace, but you're also going to be fellowshipping with the Lord. You're also going to see who Christ really is, and have an understanding of why He is the way maker, why He is the Prince of Peace, and why He is the truth, the way, and the light. And most of the times, it's hard to rejoice and give the glory and honor to God when we're going through a season, and it's because we're human. But like Paul said, we can rejoice in the Lord. But I always tell people, it's all about the experience. When God allows us to go through an experience, it's because there's purpose behind everything that we go through. Every season not only has purpose, but every season, good or bad, it draws us nearer to the Lord.
There's things that come in our life that want to distract us or have us lose focus of God, but we can never lose focus of God. And know that in our darkest times, in our hardest moments, we can always rejoice in God because He always has our back.
There was a discussion that we were talking about yesterday in your house, and I wrote it down because I felt like it was really good to say, and I just wanted to know, what do you have to say to people that are lost, or even as far as Christians that are in the same walk as us, but it's also like a little bit struggling. I said, you can't receive peace in your suffering if you don't invite the Father in your suffering.
We could suffer and we can go through things, but the only one that's going to give us peace through everything that we're going through is Jesus. It's God. So we have to always remember, even though we're going through a situation, even though we're going through a time of guilt or a time of doubt or whatever it is that we're going through, we always have to know Jesus is always there. Even when your friends or your people leave you, the one that's going to be there is Jesus. And He is the only one that can give you peace in this world. No man, no girl, nothing can give you peace, only Jesus. Jesus is always there. Even when your friends or your people leave you, the one that's going to be there is Jesus. And He is the only one that can give you peace in this world. No man, no girl, nothing can give you peace, only Jesus.
You won't find anything in the world filled with that void except Christ. Can you say that because of what he did in your life?
Yeah, because like I said, we all have our seasons, we all have our battles, but there's no peace there's nothing in this world that can give us peace other than Jesus, because like this world is destructive. We're not here permanently, you know. What about the next day? What about a week before or a week after or whatever? And like it's not gonna give us peace, not like God. But if we go to the world, it's gonna get us weaker, it's not gonna get us stronger. We're never gonna be able to become the person that we need to be.
What do you have to say for people that are church hurt and feel like they cannot come to church?
You can't let that dictate how you feel about God, you know, like, and how you feel about church, you know. You should always go to church, always follow God. And remember, we go to church to be filled by God. For all the church people out there, church hurt people out there that feel like they can't come to Christ because of what happened or what they did, don't let that take over your life, because Christ forgives everything. He forgives you. His love is so compassionate for you, you have no idea. Like, he died on the cross for us, shed his blood for us. So the best thing we can do is live for him and make heaven crowded.
God bless you guys. I hope this was an encouragement for you. May this word bless you, and
Yes.
stay tuned for more, because this is just the beginning that God is doing.
Oh, yeah.
So God bless you guys. I love you guys. Have anything to want to say?
God bless you guys. Love you guys. And always remember, never give up.
Yes, sir. God bless you guys.